the game's first play, and it's second down now.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing is Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. First down, and they go back to Harris. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Check.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 52. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's going to roll. Rest. He's crossing. He's check single.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Eagles' 27-yard line.
Watch tight end.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Hatchet. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Switch.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Wentz now on 1st down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On second down, it's Sanders. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Switch. Check safety.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Geis with a carry on second down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now it's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. He'll have a first down past the 40. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Watch twist.
Here's Geis. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check nine.
Geis. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Eagles 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Being chased out left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 2nd and goal, Wentz, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Guy showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and now it's second down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Jeffrey's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. On play action, it's Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Tyson.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Another run with Sanders, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Wentz now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On play action, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Wentz. Well, these guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now at FedEx Field, it's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
Watch safety scream. Watch safety screaming. Safety screaming.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. This is Geis. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 44.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out. You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Now Wentz.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar. They'll look to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Wentz. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Check 43.
They start on the ground with Geis. They find some open field here. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 47-yard line.
Hey, Mike, 20.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in